Well, Mark, thanks for waiting. I won't keep you. Commiserations, tough one to take. Do you just put it to bed and move on?
I think you have to. I think we all know today we probably weren't good enough. We weren't at the races, so it's we've been on a good run, but it's over, and we go again next week.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as captain, you kind of have to come out and front up after a performance like that. Was there any excuses, or is there any reason why you played like that?
No, I don't think we can give any excuses. I just think today too many of us were off our game, and it's at the end of the day the best team won.
Yeah. What about Steve Mildenhall? Because he'll probably hate the sight of Eastleigh. He got sent off there in the first game and then really should have saved that, and he'll know that, won't he? What's he said in the dressing room?
I don't know, obviously he's apologised for the error, which these things happen. You know, I haven't seen it myself because I was actually on the floor at the time, so I don't really know what happened, but to be fair, he's come on and put his hands up, and as I say, we all make mistakes, we move on.
Yeah. Have you looked at the other results at all, Mark? Do you know what the situation is up there?
I've been told Barnet have lost, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen anything else.
Okay. Well, they did lose, so I mean, at the top, there's no difference.
Yeah.
Is that a sort of crumb of comfort as far as you're concerned?
I think it's probably a positive. We stay at the top and we move on, as you say, but we've got to perform better than we did today. I think we know that.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the formations, you played in a 4, then a 3, then a 4. Do you have a preference as a centre back, as captain, in terms of where you like playing?
Not really. At the end of the day, you play the way the gaffer obviously watches the game from the sideline. He sees what he thinks, and obviously makes changes to them. We've got to adapt and try and put out there what he wants. You know what I mean? So, as you say, we started with a 4 and we've played a 3 in the second half, and obviously, I don't know if you could say if it didn't work or not. I just think in general we didn't perform.
Okay. In terms of Eastleigh, they played well. They've got some experience, especially up top. I suppose that showed today, didn't
they've got a lot of know-how. I think, as you say, they're organised. We knew what we were going to be up against, and as you say, they've got a lot of experience, and they've probably, I think their game management was very good near the end there, and they've seen the game off, and obviously we've got one back, and maybe could have nicked the equaliser, but we would have been probably would have stole the point today if we had it. Yeah.
So there's been no ranting and raving in the dressing room after that then?
I don't think there's any need for it. I think we all know, we've all gone on and looked at each other and basically went, hey, we didn't perform, and we've got to basically put it to bed. You've got to, obviously, don't brush it under the carpet. What did we do wrong, and assess that and try and put that right next week. But I don't think you can dwell on it too much, because, as I say, we have been on a good run. We're still top of the league, and as I say, 8 cup finals to go, and it's all to play for.
Are you still confident you'll win the title with 8 games to go, Mark?
You've got to be. I think we've put ourselves. We've come back from a position where everybody thought Barnet had it sewn up. You know what I mean? And we've given ourselves a fighting chance there. So obviously it's still in their hands. They've got the game in hand, and if they won their remaining 9, then they've won the league. But we've got to keep chipping away and keep getting results again. Yeah.
As captain, of course, you'd get to lift the trophy if you do win the title. Do you allow yourself to think that far into the distance?
I don't think so. I think at the end of the day, it's a team effort. It's a club effort. Staff, everybody here is pulling in one direction, and obviously that would be the icing on the cake if we can lift that trophy at the end of the season and put the club back where it belongs. But as I said, it's a long way off yet, so we just got to keep our focus on next week, which is a tough game away at Halifax.
Indeed. It's not something you go to bed thinking about yet.
No, I don't think you can. I think if you take your eye off the ball, then results like today happen. So we've got to get focused again. Okay.